your hand. I can see 22 hands risen. I will allow you to unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself and ask the question. Al-Hamriya Drugstore, can you please unmute yourself? Al-Hamriya Drugstore, can you unmute yourself if you have any question? Okay. Ashwini Shetty, can you please unmute yourself? Ashwin, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Fagan, can you please unmute yourself? Fagan Rzabelli, can you please unmute yourself? Yes, I hear you. Yes.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay,
good morning.
Great. Good morning. So my question is, we trying to work on the production stage at the moment, and the question is, just find it out. Okay, yeah. So the question is, in the production stage, we're trying to check our products, and on the product validation place, the area on the website, and it says that no authorization to access to the data for those specific items. And when we sent this items to Tatmeen onboarding email, and they said that, and they shared actually the status of each of the items. That some of them are in shipping stage, some of them are in the receiving stage, and so on and so on. And I don't understand, why don't we see that on our side, but you guys are seeing it?
Okay, I'll tell you. So from a data privacy perspective, the original design of Tatmeen is that not anyone can know the whole history of any product or where it is just by scanning it. Only the owner of that product at that specific time would be able to identify or know the details of that product. So if you go to some facility and you scan the item, you want to know the details of the item, you will not be able to do that. First, you need to receive it inside your facility and make sure that you are using a username who is authorized to know the details of that item, then you know it. Otherwise, anybody would know the details of other facilities. However, since you asked about that, the objective of Tatmeen down the road will be to provide an application for end users, for patients, to scan the authenticity of medicine. But at that level, once that consumer application is released, they will just be able to know whether this product is authentic or unauthentic, which means it is on Tatmeen or not on Tatmeen. They will not know more than that. You, as a representative of a certain GLN, of a certain facility, you will know much more than what the consumer would know.
Okay. And so the items, those medicines are in our pharmacy. And when we send those items to onboarding Tatmeen email, they said that the stages of those items, and as well as different GLNs, actually not actually related to us, different GLN. So I was wondering, how come like the items are in our pharmacy, we don't have the access to check them, but it's different GLNs and different status in Tatmeen.
Yeah. So what happened is, it looks like, for me, what I understood from what you're saying, there is a difference between the physical status of the product and the location of the physical status of physical product and what is proclaimed on Tatmeen. So
correct.
If the licensed agent, or I am a distributor, and I am selling items to you, and I scan those items, and I said I'm sending it from my location to your location. However, on Tatmeen, I didn't send it. Physically, I didn't send it to your location. I sent it to some other location. Okay. Then me as an end user, I have done a mistake on the reporting to Tatmeen. This mistake would be captured if the destination GLN tried to scan these items as receiving. Once he scans them as receiving, the error message would be given to them saying, you cannot receive this item because it wasn't sent to you. Okay. This is
Okay.
this is what happened. What my understanding from your case is that once these items were sent to you, you didn't receive them on Tatmeen, or probably you didn't try to receive them on Tatmeen. If you try to receive them on Tatmeen, Tatmeen will validate whether you represent the location where these items were sent to or not.
And so if not, then what to do?
You will get an error message. Then you will call your distributor and you tell him you didn't send me those items on Tatmeen. I have an inspection coming next week, for example, and I need to make sure that all my items are reported correctly on Tatmeen. So you tell him the specific item details and they would be able to do something. They can cancel the shipping event that they have done and ship it again to your correct location.
Ship it correctly. You mean as in Tatmeen portal, yeah?
On Tatmeen, yes. The physical item, you can keep it, but they need to correct the error message that they have done on Tatmeen, the error reporting.
Okay, understand. But in any case, I don't see the status in any status because it's, for me it says like no authorization to access data. That's so far.
Okay.
But if this is something also related to this, let me know.
Yes, it is related. You cannot access it because it wasn't sent to your location. Looks like he sent it to some other location on Tatmeen, while physically he sent it to you. So you need to give him a call and tell him, I received this item, but this item is not on Tatmeen. You need to comply with Tatmeen regulation. Otherwise, both you and myself might provide explanation to Mohab when the inspector comes. Correct?
Right.
That's
okay.
That's up.
And how can I then complete my production stage now?
If you have access to Tatmeen production, the website link would be tatmeen.mohab.gov.ae. If you have access to it, then you are completed. You're registered. You have your username and password enter there.
I have the access to it as a developer already. So.
What do you mean as a developer?
I mean, as a developer, like in the production stage. Like I was as a developer in a stage. What do you call staging? I passed it. You guys approved it, and now I'm in a production stage.
Okay, then you are done with your registration. Now you need to use the Tatmeen application, the portal. Use it in the sense receive items on it, dispense once you sell items, report that dispensing event to Tatmeen using the portal. So if you start using it,
So what it means that I passed everything, I can start using it. I've completed
if you completed your staging, you have done your testing, and you are logged in to tatmeen.mohab.gov.ae, then you are in the production environment already. Now you need to use it. That's it.
Oh, okay. Then it means I've completed everything. Then I was thinking I still have to do some, I don't know, some testing for you to approve in this production stage too. But it seems like
as a pharmacy, we highly recommend that you do the testing, yes. But as a pharmacy, the possibility that you do something that would harm you or harm your organization is very low. Unlike MAHs and licensed agents, they have much more sophisticated processes to follow for commissioning and more details there. So we don't really stress a lot on the pharmacies to perform the testing. We highly recommend it. It's for you, for the benefit of you and your facility. But if you can just tell us, I am ready, I know what steps I need to do, we will just release the production environment link to you.
Okay, so it seems like right now I have the production stage for my pharmacy, for instance, and I have a software, correct? So now I need to just connect this portal through the API from production to my what do you call the software?
Correct.
That's the reason, yeah.
Correct, but I don't know. Are you a technical person?
I'm the representative of the software provider. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yes, you need just to connect your software to Tatmeen via APIs and start reporting. Yes.
Okay, so there's two ways, right? You're doing it through your portal or doing through the software.
No, as a technical person, as a technical connectivity, you need to go to tatmeen.ae, go to onboarding journey, and then there are technical guidelines there. There are 3 documents, one for the MHs, one for logistics, and one for dispensing. You can download the technical guideline from there. You need to create the SPOC needs to create a technical user for you, or a service user, a B2B user. But however, you can go through that document.
Yeah, I've done it. We all have it. And my question is if let's say there's a medicine, there's two ways then to do this Tatmeen process. It's through your website, that the one you just presented, or through my software.
Correct.
Right. Okay. That's clear. And then the next question would be, I guess, so no matter of the status of the previous story, you know, like there's a chain, right? Before it reached the pharmacy, I still can do the receiving and packing and dispensing, or no?
If the items were not reported to Tatmeen originally, then you will not be able to receive anything, correct?
Okay, then it means if I have like 3,000 of them, I have to scan each of it, do the receiving part, and let's say 1,500 is no status. Like I don't know the status. It means I have to call manufacturer, the distributor. Sorry.
Okay. First of all, in order not to scare the rest of the participants on this call, nobody's asking to scan 3,000 or 1,500 times. You will scan the outer package. So the manufacturer would pack the items and report the aggregation structure to Tatmeen, and the receiver would scan only the outer package. So if the 1,500 items that you refer to are in 2 cartons, they need to scan only 2 times. They do not need to scan 1,500 items. Tatmeen would immediately change everything that is inside that hierarchy to the location where you are. That's one thing. Sorry, Fagan, I was intending this discussion to be more focused on pharmacists and small pharmacies that would be using the mobile and website. If I may just move you to the end of the call so that we can take more calls from pharmacists now, and later on, if you have any detailed discussions around the B2B connectivity, we will be more than happy to support you.
I mean, I'm also representing pharmacies. Is that they don't understand. I'm just as a software provider jumping on this call and trying to solve the issue.
You're more than welcome. I will answer all your questions, but if we can move it till the end of the call. So lots of pharmacists are not using a point of sale that can be connected to Tatmeen, so they will be using the mobile and portal. But okay, if you want me to answer the question, yes, you will receive the 1,500 items in whatever aggregation structure you have, and report the rest to the distributor, telling him those items, I received an error when I was trying to receive this outer package. Please correct it from your side.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Nabil.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Yeah.
Corniche Pharmacy, can you please unmute yourself? Corniche Pharmacy, you are on mute. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay. I will go to the previous hands. Al-Hamriya Drugstore, can you please unmute yourself? Al-Hamriya Drugstore. Okay. Ashwini Shetty, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Devika, can you please unmute yourself? Hello? Yes, we hear you. Devika, can you please unmute yourself? Hidayatullah, can you please unmute yourself? Shamsil Medina, can you please unmute yourself? Shamsil Medina, can you please unmute yourself? A326, can you please unmute yourself? Devika, you are on mute, but we cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yes, now we hear you.
Yes, I'm here, sir. I have one patient here. That's why I muted.
Please, tell me.
المحرك الذي طلبته مغلق أو
Sorry, sir. I will
خارج
ask
الخدمة
after some
حاليا.
time because now I have
يمكنك
one
الضغط
patient in
في
my pharmacy.
شكرا.
Okay.
So
Point
I
is
just
currently
muted
either
now.
switched
One
off
more time.
Sure.
or out
Okay.
area.
A326, can you please unmute yourself? Yes, you are unmute, but we can't hear you. Okay. A326, you are on unmute, but we cannot hear you. Okay. Four Seasons Pharmacy, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Akil, can you please unmute yourself? Akil, are you still with us? Sajid Balan, can you please unmute yourself? Evelyn, can you please unmute yourself? Al-Maqam, Evelyn Al-Maqam, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Afra, can you please unmute yourself? Mubashira, can you please unmute yourself? Any one of the names that I mentioned has any question? Because you have your hand up, but you're not unmuting yourself and you're not asking questions. If you have any question only, please raise your hand. Dina Karaj, can you please unmute yourself? Dina Karaj.
Yeah, Nibal. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I hear you. Yes.
Nibal, we are in process of integrating our recipe system with Tatmeen system. So
Okay.
we are in development stage only. We are doing the interfaces at the time of procurement and as well as at the time of sales. You have also mentioned packing and unpacking. Do we need to give that information? Packing and unpacking also required to be shared with Tatmeen?
Yes, the process of unpacking, yes, because you cannot do the next step if you do not unpack. So if you receive a carton and inside that carton you have 20 secondary packages, 20 items, each that you want to sell, you cannot sell any of those items. You cannot report dispensing if you do not unpack first. First, you need to unpack and then you need to perform the next step, which is dispensing.
Okay, understood. But thing is like we will track with the serial number, right? We for each and every product we have the serial number. So in our system we are tracking with the serial number. So do we need to give this SCCC code also for tracking, for packing and unpacking?
Give to whom? Give to whom? To Tatmeen?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. The way you first you receive it as packed. You receive it as 20 items inside an SSCC. On Tatmeen, they are packed. So
Okay.
first of all, you need to unpack the carton or unpack the item, and then you need to dispense it. So yes, you need to know that SSCC so that you can unpack it.
Okay. So when I receive this 20 pieces in this SSCC, I will be having the serial number as well, right? 20 serial numbers will be there, correct?
20 serial numbers will be inside the carton on Tatmeen, but Tatmeen will not send it to you. Your shippers needs to send it to you if you want the serial numbers.
Okay. Yeah. That's what he will give us the serial number. With the serial number, I will say that I received 20 serial numbers. So that is sufficient,
No.
right? Should I?
No. You cannot receive items individually if they on Tatmeen they are packed.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, whoever is sending you the serial numbers needs to send you the aggregation structure as well.
Okay, okay. Suppose I have a distribution center. I receive these 20 pieces in my distribution center, and then I unpack this item and I will give this each store 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Okay. So
Okay.
that time I will be sending the information. So I will be sending that I moved this, I received this SSCC, and then I moved 2 pieces to Mankul store, another 2 pieces to Abu Dhabi store. Like that, I will distribute. So when I distribute, I will give you this detail that I'm moving this stock from distribution center to that time. There is an unpacking activity happens in my warehouse. Do I need to send that details to
Okay.
Tatmeen?
You received an item, an SSCC contains 50 items. The first thing you
Okay.
need to do once you receive those items is unpack. Unpack so that Tatmeen will know that now they are individual pieces. And then if you want to send 2-3 pieces to Abu Dhabi, 2-3 pieces to Dubai, you have 2 options. Either send them as separate, individual, item by item, but in that case, you will have to scan them, each one of them individually, and the receiver needs to scan them one by one. Okay, that is one option, which is, yeah, it's not efficient. The other option is to pack those items, the 3 items, into one carton, and then scan the item and ship the item only, the outer package, to the receiver that is in Abu Dhabi. So the receiver will scan only one time and say, I received it.
Okay. Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense, but I didn't get the full picture. But anyhow, I will do this in my system. Then I will come back to you. I will come with more questions, clear questions.
Okay, okay, no problem. You're welcome. Devika, you are on mute. Can you please ask your question?
Hello.
Yes.
Actually, first time hearing you're attending your class, so I
Mhm.
didn't get properly. Means what need to do these things. First time hearing these things. I'm a new person, so can you explain as in a short way this process?
Unfortunately, there's no one answer that would explain to you everything. You need to
Oh,
go to tatmeen.ae and you need to watch those 3 to 4 videos. They will
uh,
explain everything to you.
that link one more time.
I will share the recording, the whole recording after this call. But it's tatmeen.ae. It's as simple as that. Tatmeen.ae.
.ae. I need
Yes.
to visit this website, right?
You need to go through this website. You need to watch the recording of the training session that I went through, which we
Okay.
will share after this call as well on the chat.
Okay.
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 So after
Yeah.
this call, or we will share with you. Yeah, and Najwa, do you mind just posting the link to the weekly chat to the channel now on the chat so that everyone can have access to it now?
Yes, sure, Nivan.
Okay, thank you. So we will post it now on the chat. The chat will have a channel that contains all this recording and previous recording. We will highlight clearly this week's recording as, let's call it, Najwa, maybe pharmacy's workshop. You can just watch that video, pharmacy's workshop. It will also guide you within the training material to the other videos that you need to attend. Okay?
Okay. Okay. The same
Okay?
chat, right? Same chat.
Yes, same chat here. Yes.
Okay. After this call or which time
Now, we will share it now. But the recording, you will find it maybe after 1 or 2 hours. We will add the recording of pharmacy's workshop. You can watch the pharmacy's workshop.
Okay. Now I just opened this chat, but I didn't get that link at here.
Yes, we are posting it now.
Okay. Okay. Now you
Okay.
video.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
sir.
Maria, can you please unmute yourself? Maria, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Shanavas, you have any question? Can you please unmute yourself? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I have one question.
Please.
You told us once dispensed, we cannot be returned back, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
The one in another law of the economics department, within 3 days, we can return back the items.
Which law?
There is, in our as per the economic department, if any of the products, if the customer is buying, if they are failing, they can return back. In everywhere is there, even in the supermarkets, hypermarket.
The supermarket is different than the medicine. The medicine is having a
like the products we have, sir. Yes, I got it.
Okay,
So,
let me tell you something. I'm not a regulator. Okay, I reviewed the law. I have seen the regulations of DHA and of MOH, and it's a law that says pharmaceutical medicines cannot be returned. So Tatmeen was based on that specific point, that once it is sold, it cannot be returned back. If you have any objections on that, please communicate with the ministry through your regulatory affairs representative, or visit the ministry, or communicate online with the ministry and ask them to allow that. I can also refer you to the specific law of pharmaceutical products that would say if you sell a medicine, you cannot receive it back. What if somebody left it in his car for 3-4 hours in the sun, and the active ingredient got damaged and caused harm to other people?
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it, sir. The some of other situations, the customer is buy. His mind is he doesn't have enough money. We dispense it in the through the in the portal. Then he's changed his mind, and he want to return back. In this situation, what we will do?
I'm not a regulator. I didn't issue the law. The law was issued by their excellencies in the Ministry of Health and by the Prime Minister's office. So the law is there. I cannot explain to you the law. If you think differently or you have any discussions around the law, please reach out to the ministry. I am just the technology operator of Tatmeen. So again, you need to reach out and question those cases. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. You are welcome. Maria, we cannot unmute you from our side. You need to unmute yourself. We will allow you to unmute yourself, but you need to unmute yourself from your side. Okay, moving to the next. Habibur Abdullah, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to ask about the previous, the healthcare professional raised it. For example, we did not dispense to the patient, but either we are humans. So by mistake, if we save the invoice and it get dispensed in Tatmeen portal, so how can we reverse it?
If you save the invoice and sorry, what happened?
It dispense in the system. For example, now the system, like the point of sale has been integrated with a Tatmeen platform.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of them we do from our software itself. So we go ahead with the insurance approval, and then we dispense it from the system. Okay. But the patient change either by mistake from the staff, the pharmacist, or from the patient end, that he changed his mind. So at the same spot, like he is in front of the pharmacist. So how can we solve this?
Yeah, again, the same answer. I am just the technology operator. The rules and regulations and the laws were released by either the Ministry of Health as a ministerial decree or a cabinet decree by His Excellency the Prime Minister's office. I do not have access to that. What Tatmeen works is Tatmeen is a replica of the law. If you declare an item as being sold and you issue an invoice to that item, as per the law, you cannot return it back. You cannot bring it back. However, how you do it, how you work around it, I cannot tell you how to do a workaround on that. But Tatmeen follows the law. Okay. Again, I'm not here to
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
No, it's not my role. My role is just to design the system as per the rules and regulations and as per the ministry's design requirement. Okay.
Okay, fine. And there are some, time to time, there are transfers across the pharmacies. For example, there are chain pharmacies, there are hospitals with multiple locations. So where from pharmacy to pharmacy, there might be some transfers. So in this case, like if a pharmacy is sending a, X or Y product, then they need to send it like in the system. And
Yes,
how the
of
process.
Of course, because what the inspector, what MOHAP inspector will do, they will visit any facility, they will take a random item or two and scan them. Ideally speaking, the location of these items as per the inspector's mobile device or iPad, whatever they are using for inspection, should be the same location where the item is physically at. So if you are moving between your pharmacy and another pharmacy, yes, you need to report it from pharmacy 1 to pharmacy 2. If you are moving from a pharmacy to a hospital, you need to report it. So short answer is yes. You need to report any transfer, any move or movement of items within the supply chain.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Lata, can you please unmute yourself? Yes.
Hi, can you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, we hear you. Yes.
Yes, hi, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Mr. Nibal, there is a couple of questions. Firstly, as a pharmacy store, do we have any list of commissioned products which we have to pay attention to, so that we have a list and we can cross verify if a supply receives in our warehouse, whether to go through it or not? Because if non-commissioned products are in the same invoice of the supplier, it becomes all the more difficult for the farmer distributor for us to receive in the store. Do we have any such list, commissioned products?
Okay, even if you have that list, the item has to be commissioned and it has to be sent to you, to your location, for you to be able to receive it. So even if I say, for example, Panadol, which is a conventional medicine, and the Tatmeen regulation applies to conventional medicines, and you find any item, any Panadol, and you want to receive it, if the sender did not send it to you on Tatmeen, you will not be able to receive it. Two answers here. Is there a list? Yes, the list is all the conventional and biological medicines. Okay, that's the answer. Every conventional and biological medicine for this phase of Tatmeen. Later phases of Tatmeen, there will be more. There will be medical devices, there will be GSL products, but the ministry will announce them in due course. Do you need to keep an eye on those items? Yes, you need to keep an eye on the conventional and biological medicine. Once it is shipped to your location, you need to receive them. If you receive an error message while receiving them, then the shipper did not ship them correctly to your location.
Okay, got the answer for my question here. So my second question is, see, we are in the pharmacy 24/7, but what I see is the support of Tatmeen. What we need is in real time, live, because any question we raise, we have to have an instant answer in operating in retail. Customer wouldn't stand and our operations goes in very fast manner, unlike what we're discussing now here on board. So is there any real time support live so that we can get the answer quickly and serve the patient? For us, always the patient is an emergency. They won't wait for our process and technical things to finish. This is, I think, the commonly for all the people here. They would need this answer, I guess.
Yes, I hear you. But was there any recent incident that you reported to Tatmeen and you did not get an answer for that, or that delayed your operation? Can you remind me of or share with me one of those cases where you require live support, like what?
No, this is moving on forward when we are, commissioning
Yes,
all the
but
products, what I mean here.
Did you face it previously? Because we are already having 85% or 90% of the products in the industry, in the market, that is already on Tatmeen. But I want to know which cases you need immediate support. Did you face any cases recently that require immediate support?
Now, when we're going up and live for all the products, these questions will be asked by our pharmacy team down on the floor. This is where we have to be ready, equipped. That's it.
Okay.
That is the question, So
But again, I'm stressing on the incidents. I just want to understand specific incidents where you need life support. As a pharmacy, saying you are 24/7, you receive the pack of items from the distributor. Once you receive this pack of items, you scanned it as received. You received an error message. Immediately, you need to report it. If you receive the items after working hours and you receive that error message, you just need to call the distributor, whoever sent the items to you, and tell him, I didn't receive those items correctly on Tatmeen. You didn't send them to me. Your role would be receiving, unpacking, and shipping and dispensing. Those are the three activities that you need to do. So let's break them down into individual processes. For receiving, if you are receiving after working hours, which is late in the evening, and you try to scan it, the item is not on Tatmeen, there's only one reason, that this item, the shipper, the dispenser, did not send it correctly to you. That is one thing. If you are trying to dispense and the patient is in front of you and the dispensation did not work for any reason and it was late in the evening, you can still dispense it, but take a photo of the serial number and send the product to the patient. Proceed with it normally. Report it to Tatmeen, and we will come back to you in the morning and tell you why you received that error message. Again, since we have already more than 150 million items on Tatmeen, the error would be caused 99% by user misuse or user mistakes or human errors, which can be rectified once you report that error to us. Please start using Tatmeen. And if you think that the late support is what's stopping you from Tatmeen, we will discuss it with the ministry and we will apply something that will help you. But until now, you're saying that you haven't used it yet to the level that you need life support. I'm asking you about cases where you require life support, and I'm not reaching those cases yet from you. So if you either shed more light on them or start using Tatmeen and let us know later on whether you really need that life support.
Sure. We'll come back to you on that. And one more last question. This our store, when we are receiving with the SSCC as a the higher hierarchy, and doing unpacking to redistribute to our pharmacies. Now, if we are supply chain to we are sending to our retail pharmacies, we are a store. So when we're doing the second packing, do we need to again create the SSCC, or we have to send as an individual SG-tin?
If you are sending individual, you know that the receiver will have to scan them one by one, which is not practical. So yes, we highly recommend that you generate an SSCC and you pack those items in one SSCC and send them as one item only, which is the SSCC. The receiver would have to scan only one item. If it's 5 items, I don't know if it's practical or not. It depends on the workload at the receiver side and at the shipper side, because the shipper side will have also to scan them one by one. It's up to you, but I wouldn't send more than 5 items as loose. Otherwise, they will cause issues at the receiver side.
And this creation of the SSCC code, we need to reach to whom?
Okay, you can create the SSCC either via Tatmeen portal if your subscription with GS1 allows you to generate SSCCs. Okay. If you want to generate your SSCCs using your own system, just go through the published documents around SSCC generation, and probably you can start generating your own. But again, provided that your subscription with GS1 allows you to have a GCP that can generate SSCCs.
Okay, we will test on that issue. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Nebel.
You are welcome. Okay. Mohammed Shakir, can you please unmute yourself? Yasser, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. We hear you. Yes.
Yeah. I will ask my question with an example. We physically received 500 box of a cough syrup last month in April. So, but we started Tatmeen now, and I received it now. So in the Tatmeen system, I will have 500 boxes in my inventory. So actually, I already sold in the previous month to the patients. So can I dispense all 500 boxes in one go, or individually I will have to dispense?
Okay, if you sold the 500 items and you know that you sold the 500 items, yes, please proceed with dispensing them. However, this is not a long-term solution. In the long term, you will need to dispense the item on Tatmeen once you sell it. Okay, now I understand you just started using Tatmeen and you need to clean your inventory. I agree. But that is not the correct way to do it. On the long term, once Tatmeen will continue. It's not something, it's not a project that is only for this time. It will continue. You need to incorporate it within your operation.
Okay, thank
Okay?
you.
You are welcome. Dina Karaj, can you please unmute yourself?
Nibal, only one question.
Yes.
Do we have any customer care support kind of thing, online support, something? If you have
Yes,
any
but this is what I shared during the presentation at the end. Please reach out to onboarding at tatmeen.ae. It will open a ticket at our side and we will follow up with that.
Okay, there is no contact number, right? It's only mail. We have to contact through mail.
Yes, the contact number is published on the Tatmeen website, but again, from experience, the contact number doesn't provide, and I explained this also on the training, without specific details, without screenshots, without serial number, that is quite long. And giving all these details on the phone is not practical. This is why we are saying just please take a screenshot of whatever you are trying to do, send it to us, and we will reply to you within a few hours.
Got it.
Okay? Yeah, you're welcome. Ashish, can you please, 1 second, Ashish, can you please unmute yourself?
Hannibal, how are you?
Yes, hi.
So Nibal, first of all, very great presentation on the pharmaceutical side. Pharmacy presentation, dispensation presentation was really up to mark. However, I have a couple of questions related to B2B clients and also on the front of pharmacy. So should I go ahead?
Please, but I need to leave in 4 minutes and my colleague Bharadwaj will continue the Q&A session with you. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Nibal, so first of all, a lot of our B2B clients are getting in-transit notification and open permit notification. What I want to understand is there is a process or an API or a webhook or a callback through which we can receive the same notification in our inbuilt system?
No, it's currently being sent to you by email only.
Okay. Is there any future scope for that?
Sorry, Bharadwaj, do you mind taking over the question?
Yes, well, not a problem. I will hand over for now. Hi, Ashish.
Yeah, hi, Bharadwaj.
Yeah, can you ask your question again, please?
So see, the thing is, a lot of our clients, we are technical service providers. So a lot of our clients are getting a lot of in-transit notification and open permit notification. I was just understanding, is there is an API or a webhook or the API callback from where we can receive the same in our system as well? If not, now, is there a possibility of such development in future?
Okay, so you're saying about the in-transit notifications and then the open permit notifications. As of now, there are no such APIs available on Tatmeen so that you can check by yourself. So these notifications are shared from the Tatmeen system and we are triggering these notifications. So in order to bring this in future, then this would be a customization for us. So we will have to consider doing this, and then accordingly I can inform you. As of now, there is no answer saying we will implement, we will be going to implement this.
Oh, fair enough. Secondly, see, there's some of our customers who have received open permit notification where they have already received products, but
Okay.
the open permit tells them that there are 2 or 3 units missing in the import permit number. So, for example, import permit number says, import permit number has 12,000 unit, and they have
Yeah.
received say 11,999
Yeah.
units. So there's 1 or 2 items missing. So
Yeah.
what should be our approach or our client's approach to handle such kind of situation? I want to understand that as well.
Okay. See, the purpose of sending the open permit notification to the users is, say, a particular shipment permit number has a quantity of 10,000 and they have consumed the quantity of 8,000. The remaining is needs to be commissioned because
2,000.
this is the approved quantity limit.
Right.
So they will have to you will have to perform the reporting for the pending quantity.
But
So that is the
but
main purpose of,
see,
yeah.
I'm just talking from the experiences on the field from our clients.
Okay.
That is, say, when you say 10,000 units were permitted, only 8,000 were received. Now we are getting notification for 2,000 units.
Yes.
But this 2,000 got sampled or destroyed or decommissioned in the process. You know,
Mhm.
so we don't have any other mechanism, or our clients don't have any other mechanism to say that they can commission this additional 2,000. So is there a way to simply say that, okay, this 2,000 got sampled and now we don't need to use this 2,000 extra units?
See, that's up to the business. Okay. So the purpose, what we are saying is this the pending quantity is left over from your side. And this is
Right.
kind of an sending a reminder to the users saying you will have to perform the leftover quantity within the shipment permit expiry dates. Okay, since if you have any internal challenges in doing this, then absolutely it's your business decision.
Okay.
Got it?
But if we don't have any challenges, say for example, this is a pure case of
Okay.
sampling, right?
Mm.
Then
Mm.
do we need to take any action, or our client needs to take an action, or we can simply
Yes.
ignore this notification?
No, when you already have an approved quantity, then obviously you will go ahead and then you perform the reporting, right? Since you wanted to ignore it, then there should be some reason for ignoring it as well, correct?
So like I said, say for example, when we say 10,000
Mm.
is the approved quantity, and say 9,800 are the received quantity. And
Okay.
what the manufacturer did is he sampled some of them.
Okay. Okay. Then in
Right.
that case, that should
Now,
be fine. You can
those
ignore that particular quantity. That should not be a problem.
that should not be a problem. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that's what I want to understand.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Okay.
moving forward, in case of pharmacy,
Mhm.
this is my third question, which is in case of pharmacy. Say for example, we know that there are product API for product verification and dispensation both.
Yeah.
So I want you to understand, in case of pharmacy, say there is a client of us who is a pharmacy, should he do the product verification first before he does the dispensation, or if is it taken care when he does the dispensation? You know, the product verification and everything is taken care.
Now, see, product verification is a separate feature and dispensation is a separate feature. Okay, so
Right.
these two are not interrelated. So product verification gives you an impression of how the aggregation is being handled, what is the current status of it, and where the stocks are available. I mean, in which location these are available.
The
So the
JN or
purpose
what?
of product verification is something this, and dispensation is you are selling the product to the patient.
Right. Right.
So if you wanted to check how many of the products which are really available at your location, then product verification is something in a feature which will help you out in giving the information.
Okay. So no, my actual question was, say for example, we have this module for our pharmacies
Okay.
where they want to do the dispensation activity.
Okay.
Should they do the product verification append to ensure that the product is legit, the serial number is legit, and then they should do the dispensation, or the dispensation will cover the verification as well?
No,
Where the
dispensation
verification
won't
and
cover
validation.
the dispensation won't cover the verification. Okay. Once the products are received and unpacked successfully, then that particular serial number is eligible to dispense. Okay, so they can do the product verification either at my suggestion is they can do the product verification at receiving side.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
This last question, which is a very tricky part. See, a lot of time what happens is a lot of our customers have their downstream partners or upstream partners for whom they know the GL. Okay, but as you know, for any EPCIS reporting, you need to know the GCP as well, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Most of the time, our partners don't know the GCP of their. I mean, most of our clients don't know the GCP of their partners, because of which wrong serial numbers have been reported to Tatmeen, and they are facing errors. So,
Yeah.
is there any provision in Tatmeen to fetch GCP on based on the GLN, or is there a global
See,
repository that can access?
yeah, got it. GCP is something a company prefix. When you log into Tatmeen portal, the Spoke user, so using the product, using there is an option once you have the product display. So you will be getting the GTIN and also the company prefix of that, which is configured. So that would be the information for you to check the GCP or the company prefix. So based on that, you will get a clarity on the company prefix.
So which means I need to ask my clients to get the specific details from them only.
Yes. If I'm not wrong, you should be getting the decoding errors, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that is something related to the GCPs only. So you will have to get that particular company prefix, and then you will have to initiate the B2B events.
So which means we have to ask our clients to ensure that their partner details or their partner GCP is correctly entered.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So there is no provision for us to pull this data anyways, but our partners can definitely check this and we can.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Fair enough, Bharadwaj. I completely got the
Okay.
point.
All right.
Thank you so much for all the responses. And again, great work for the entire Evotech team on the new updates as well for pharmacy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
guys.
Ashish. Thank you so much. Habibur Abdullah, can you unmute yourself, please? Habibur Abdullah.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to ask about the non-registered medicines which we import through, MOH permit. So those medicines are without, GLN. There is no QR code on that. And certain medications which were procured years ago or a couple of years ago, prior, GLN implementation, but still we have in the pharmacies. So how it's going to work out on those?
Okay, so the non-registered medicines also should follow the same process of Tatmeen. So you will have to acquire the GTIN and then the GLN from BrandSync, and then you will have to follow the same procedure as you are following for the registered medicines.
Okay, what about the medications which we have right now? because the shelf lives or some medications have 4 to 5 years, even some 3 years. So whatever we procured like a 3-4 years back, even the registered medicines which we procured without GLN. So for example, as we were told that inspector will inspect the pharmacies, and then if they don't find GLN to the
So you mean
pharmacy,
to say
then what would
these
happen? Right?
medicines manufactured days are somewhere in 2021 or something beyond, something back?
Yeah, could be 1920, because there are long shelf life medicines.
Okay.
So
Why
in
don't
this
you,
case, how
Asifur, can
we
you, yeah, can you drop an email with this, because we will have to check what needs to be done on this. So can you drop an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae with the information which you have, please?
Yeah, sure. I will.
Okay.
I will share it. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else, Habibur?
That's it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And what
All right.
if like there are some errors GLN mistakes from the vendor side, and then by mistake the stuff received either at the store or the pharmacies or wherever, and what would happen? Like for example, they if for example there are 2-3 GLNs, but instead they have received with 1 GLN the complete quantities. So in this case, what would happen? Either as a human error or by default a mistake from a vendor perspective.
I got it. So it depends. The Tatmeen team can provide the feedback by looking into the error and then at which phase the error has happened. Okay. So in those scenarios, I would recommend you to reach out to onboarding@tatmeen.ae via email, along with the instance identifier and then the error snapshot. So that would be helpful for us to check and then provide a fair feedback.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Tajiran, can you unmute yourself, please? Tajiran Pharmacy.
Yes, sir. Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Hi. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, regarding this, just I want to ask you, sir, as you told, this is a staging is the for training and the production is the live. So unfortunately, I am in the production stage, but so staging, I don't remember when staging crossed to live production. So can we go again to staging to understand that things for training?
Okay. Tajiran Pharmacy, like staging is a kind of a lower environment of Tatmeen before going to production. And Tatmeen production or Tatmeen live is something where the actual reporting happens on Tatmeen. So since you got an access to Tatmeen production and live, and you are facing some issues, since you haven't performed the proper validation on Tatmeen staging. So if you wanted to explore, yes, you can go ahead and then explore the Tatmeen staging environment, do the proper validation of the scenarios, and then understand the system, how it goes. Once you gain confidence, then you can implement the same procedure on Tatmeen live as well. That will help you in avoiding in receiving any unwanted errors, and then that will help you understand better on the system. Yes, you can use it. Provided you should have an active users on Tatmeen staging. Hope you have the active users on Tatmeen staging, right?
So we need
Everything
to
is
see
registered.
mail to go to the staging stage.
Sorry, come again with your question.
How we can go again in the staging stage? Staging condition.
No, see how you can go back. It's something like, see, Tatmeen portal. It starts with stg.tatmeen. Okay, so there are two different URLs. You need to use the staging URL, and then you can start accessing it. Whatever the activity you perform on staging, it won't affect on the production system.
Okay, sir. So if I'm sending a mail, you can send back to the staging URL.
I can inform you right away the staging URL.
Okay.
Staging URL is stgportal.tatmeen.ua.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. And another thing, sir, some of the supplier, they are they are transferring the medicine on my GLN.
Okay.
And so how we can see how many which product they have sent to me on GLN.
Okay. So for that, your Spock will be receiving the in-transit notification. So that in-transit notification will explain about the SSCC is written the source GLN and the destination GLN. So based on that, you should be able to know which products are already received, which products are yet to receive from your side. So if you are a Spock, then you should be receiving the in-transit notifications from us. Or else I would suggest you reach out to the Spock user of your GLN and then check about the in-transit notifications.
So we are in the live production. I am not Spock.
Yes.
I'm Spock or not? I'm not understanding.
See, that I cannot tell. You need to share your details, then only we can check and confirm. If you are not a Spock, then you won't be receiving it. If you are a Spock, then you should be able to receive it. So check who is the Spock for your particular GLN, and then
So-
based on that, the in-transit notifications are being triggered to them.
See, after this in the production I open just the live production, that means mohap in the
Okay.
at the place of our mail mail
Mhm.
ID. Then in that, if I'm setting Spoke admin and log out, this three option is coming. So this is the Spoke admin. What you want to say?
Okay, so since you are doing since you are seeing Spock admin, then the your user access have the Spock admin access. You are a
Okay.
Spock user.
Okay, I'm Spoke. Inside it is written also invite users. Invite user
Yes.
means yeah.
So that is the users where you can invite into the Tatmeen portal.
Like mobile portal something.
So what I would suggest you is go to tatmeen.ae
Okay.
onboarding journey,
Yes.
and then there is in training there is a user management. So this document explains you about how to create a user, how to invite a user, what is the registration process, what are the types of users. So I would suggest you to go through this particular documentation in training manual of user management, so that it will help you in creating the users and then various other aspects of it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And as I was listening your this video, so
Uh-huh.
in this you telling this, if I am receiving suppose at 50 items seen, and I want to transfer to our another branch.
Mhm.
So 50 items suppose is came in our pharmacy. So in among this 10 items we want to send to other branch.
Okay.
So we have to unpack first here. First we have to receive, then we have to unpack like this.
Now, from your location, you wanted to send the products to some other location, right?
Yes.
So that means you wanted to ship those items to some other location.
So in the Tatmeen,
Yeah,
yes.
so this is the shipping activity which you are saying about. So you have some certain products, 50 products in your location, and you wanted to send these 50 products to some other location. So that can
Yes.
happen by shipping activity.
Shipping.
Since you are a Tatmeen portal user, I would recommend you to refer the training manual. Product transfer is the document name. Okay.
Okay.
The product transfer shipping from page number 7, you will be getting the information on how to do the shipping of these products to other location.
Okay, sir.
So as part of this activity, you will have to provide that particular GLN name and then perform the shipping activity.
And just say, I think as you are telling, in the pharmacy, we have one clinic also, clinic attached pharmacy. This is, so sometimes we need to send some item to the clinic. So we have to report as a shipping or as a sale there.
No, whatever the products which you are sending to some other location, then that is called as a shipping.
Okay, sir.
Without shipping, you cannot transfer the goods from your location to some other location.
Okay,
so that activity is a shipping, and for that reason, you will have to check the product transfer documentation in the training manuals, please.
So just one last, just in the shipping also we need to generate the SSCC code for them, or only just in the JLN transfer shipping?
See, once you perform the commissioning of the serial numbers, so all these serial numbers will have to get aggregated in an SSCC. So if that is done, then you can perform shipping of that SSCC alone, so that the entire serial numbers will get shipped into it. So this is a much easier process, I would say. If you wanted to do one by one, then it is a time-consuming process. So my suggestion is get that SSCC, and then you can ship that SSCC to the desired destination location.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Maqsood Khan. Maqsood Khan. Maqsood Khan, can you unmute yourself, please? Maqsood Khan, can you unmute yourself? Omnia Al Masri, can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Omnia, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please? Okay, Maqsood Khan and Omnia, if you have any questions or clarifications, you can write an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We will be able to help you out in this. Since there are no other callers raising their hand, we are concluding this session for now. Okay, we have another hand raised. Chetan Al-Khalij Drugstore.
Yeah,
Can
hi.
you unmute yourself? Yes, Chetan.
Yes, yes. I have two questions. One, see, we are the drugstore. It one GLN number we have where our goods are coming, but we have delivery system is going to a third party logistic.
Okay.
Okay. So the goods are receiving by third party logistic, and they are dispensing, they are packing and sending to the our respective customers.
Okay.
So now our all the goods in Tatmeen are coming in our GLN. So what we have to do, we have to receive and send it to the third party. How we can process this?
So you are receiving the goods from MAH? From whom you are receiving the goods?
No. We are the distributor company.
Okay.
From the principal, like from the main distributor, we are getting the sub. We are the sub distributor from the wholesaler. We are the wholesaler.
Okay.
So we are buying from.
Okay. So and you as a distributor, you wanted to move these particular products to some other location, some other logistics.
Yes.
Okay, so then in that case, you can perform the shipping and then perform those particular activity, complete that particular activity, right?
But in the system only, right? Because the physical stock, everything will goes there only directly.
So now I understand. So the physical stock is going over there, but however, in Tatmeen reporting process, it is coming to you.
Yes, GLN is ours, no? That's why.
Okay, then see the physical stock, and then the Tatmeen reporting should be in sync. Since the physical stock is going somewhere else and then the Tatmeen reporting is something else, then something is really wrong. Then you will have to check with the concerned team for that.
Okay. So whom I should check?
That is what I'm saying. The GLN are the user who have sent the physical stock. Why they are sending the physical stock to some other XYZ, and why they are reporting the Tatmeen on Tatmeen to you.
No, because we are the buyer. No, JLN is because we are the invoices go through us, our name.
Okay.
So I'm buying from them.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm selling to my customer, but
okay,
the
got
logistics
it.
goods
Got
are
it.
going
So
into through them only. That's why.
got it. So then you can again ship those items to them where the physical stock is available.
Okay, so we have to just system wise we have to just transfer the goods.
Yes, transfer the goods to them.
Okay, okay. And one more thing, this we are in the production stage. Now we have got active live one. So we are still getting the previously we got as there are so many products are in the transit. So now what we have to do with that?
Okay, so if you are seeing the goods as in transit, then my suggestion is those products are supposed to receive by the respective destination GLN.
Okay, so once we receive, then we have to means only by system because that all previous transaction.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, everything
so
is by the system. Yeah, everything is by
we
the
have
system.
to just enter and we have to close the transaction. Okay.
Yes.
That cycle has to complete till the customer or only till our level. We have to just receive.
See, if you are seeing the in transit, then it means that the action is for the receiving part.
It's a chain. If I receive, then I cannot keep it with me only.
Correct. Once you receive it, the next step is you will have to unpack it.
Yeah.
So, and then the dispenser will dispense those items.
But till that, I have to complete that process. Means.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Arun Kumar, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, sir, as the earlier person, we are also receiving the previous transit files from our suppliers, and we don't have stock. That stocks are not having in our stores because it's already sold. So we can make a bulk dispense in our Tatmeen. Like we have a SSC codes and all, so we can receive and we can make a bulk dispense.
Okay. So you mean to say the physically the goods are dispensed, but however
sir.
on Tatmeen the goods are still saying in transit or at
Yes.
various status.
Yeah,
you can proceed and then receive those particular items on Tatmeen and then dispense those. Since the physical goods are already moved, are already dispensed, right? Yeah, you can proceed.
On because it is any limit like per day this much only need to dispense is like anything like that, or we can make
No, there is
bulk
there is no limit. If you have a huge volume, my suggestion is you can go ahead with using the B2B process. If you have a limited volume to dispense, then you can proceed to using the Tatmeen portal.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Anu Joseph, can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, actually, this is John. I'm with my senior.
Can you adjust your speaker, please? Your volume is very low.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. Good afternoon. We have some couple of questions regarding the workflow for the Tatmin. My name is John. I'm with my senior pharmacist, Anu. So this is regarding our vaccines. So when we receive vaccines from the supplier, part of our workflow is to receive them and then we distribute them as a floor stock. So does this mean, and then we are dispensing it by bulk also because we are distributing to the nurses' room, and the nurses cannot dispense, they cannot report to Tatmin. So we want to confirm that one. So if once we receive from the supplier, we can just dispense them by bulk in Tatmin, and then we can supply them to the nurses' room.
Okay, so it means this, you mean to say you are dispensing them at warehouse, is it? And then you are sending those stocks to the normal pharmacies.
No, not in the warehouse because we will receive it in our main pharmacy. Okay, and then we every day we are supplying these vaccines to the nurses, to the floor stocks. And then
Okay,
the
okay,
administration is being done in the treatment rooms. So once it's
okay,
out of the pharmacy, we are dispensing it. So
got it.
once we
So
supply to them, we will dispense it by bulk. Is that okay?
yeah, yeah, fine. Since you have the control, then you can proceed and then dispense it.
Okay, thank you.
All
Next
right.
question is regarding the incorrect location. So this is still happening, like we are receiving items physically but transferred incorrectly in Tatmeen. And we cannot, for example, we receive a control that is transferred incorrectly, and I have a patient now, and I need to dispense that physical medication to the patient. So how can I report the dispensation if from the supplier side, they have already sent it to a wrong GLN?
Okay. So while doing the dispensing, you should be getting some error due to the incorrect location.
Yes. Actually, in the
Okay.
receiving side also, because it's sent to a different GLN, and we can receive an error message that this particular shipment is not existing on this GLN.
Got it. Got it. So then in that case, the location where these stocks are available, they will have to send that particular goods to your location so that you can perform the activity.
No, but for example, we have to report the on real-time dispensation. So I have given this item already to the patient, for example, a controlled one. So how can we still report that to Tatmin if the receiving or the shipping is incorrect already?
Correct. If the reporting is happening incorrectly, there are two ways. We should ask the actual shipper to perform the accurate reporting. Okay, for some reason the shipper has performed incorrect reporting, then we will have to check the status on that particular current date, and then we can inform the feedback depending
Yeah,
upon the error.
but
Depending upon
in
the error.
practice, okay, so we can, even if we report this to the supplier, it will not be solved in an instant. And by law, I am obliged to dispense the medication if a patient will come with this particular medication. So there is no chance I can report the dispensation, or I cannot tell the patient to wait until the supplier will send the items to me correctly. Especially if it's a controlled medication, it's a time activated one. So after
Okay.
2 or 3 days, it will be get expired. Then what if after that it's still not transferred to the correct GLN? Because to be frank, honestly speaking, it's very hard to reach the suppliers nowadays. Even the vendors, our salesperson is not even aware of Tatmin. Within their department, it's a different person who's handling Tatmin.
Okay, okay. I understand the situation. Then in that case, you can reach out to us along with the error or whatever may be the situation. We can provide the feedback. If it is something really urgent, then we can have a call and then we can inform you on the next steps about that. But incorrect transferring the medicines to the incorrect GLN is something an user mistake, I could say. It is not something an issue technically.
Will we be penalized
One
in case
moment.
there is an
Yeah,
inspection?
in case there will be an inspection, because as you've brought this one, so if MOHAP will see that how come this item, or in their system that this item should be still in this GLN, where in fact we have already dispensed this, but from our side we cannot dispense
Yeah,
it, report the
correct.
dispensation.
So that is an user error, right? If
Yes.
there is anything technically, then we can inform something. Then if the shipper is committing some mistake due to lack of knowledge or various other reason, then it means that it will take some time for that particular shipper to correct those things. So this seems to be an user error which is happening on the system.
Okay, so that can be accepted during inspection, because my follow-up question is related to the what can we expect during the MOHAP inspection, and what are the documents that we need to prepare in case we will be having an inspection with them?
No. So from the technology perspective, we may not be able to tell all this information because as in this Tatmin support can inform you on the technical issues or any other technical stuff. So whatever you are asking is the various other challenges which you are facing on a day-to-day daily operations at your level.
I got it. And okay, on technical side, because we've experienced that there is not a downtime, but there is a glitch in the system when we tried dispensation. And then we did basic troubleshooting because we are using the portal. So we clear the cache, we use different browser, but for some
Okay.
reasons we are not able to dispense the medication. And then on that time, like we were not able to dispense it because of like the system issue. And we use different PCs also. So in that case, how can we have a live support with the Evotech
Now,
if
at
such
this
cases
moment,
were
we do not
emergency?
have any live support due to various reasons. You will have to reach out to onboarding at tatmeen.ae. Okay. If there are any planned maintenance happening on Tatmeen system, we will be communicating to you on the interruptions of Tatmeen system from this particular date and time to this particular date and time. If there are any unplanned, then I could say that would be that could be something unavoidable, and accordingly, if you reach out to us over the email, we should be able to help you out on those.
Okay. But for example, on that case, I was dispensing some medications and that
Mm.
mean is not responding on my portal.
Okay.
So am I
Yeah.
still responsible for that one? So, or since the portal is not working, I can go ahead and proceed with the dispensation because I've heard earlier, I'm
Got
not
it.
sure if it was you or
Got it.
that
You
we
you
can take a
can you
photo
can
of
go ahead
the
and then proceed with the dispensation. And
even
once
without
the
reporting to that
admin
mean.
system is back to normal or is easily accessible, you can perform the dispensing
But how can we
reporting activity.
dispense if the item is already out of the pharmacy? It's with the patient already. We cannot ask the patient to stay until the system is up. So if we give it to the patient left the pharmacy, how can we still report that?
No, I didn't understand.
Okay, so let's suppose we cannot dispense in the system because of in the portal because of like some issues as I've mentioned earlier with what we experienced. Okay, how can I proceed on reporting if there is an issue with the website and I cannot let the patient wait for the system to be up before giving the medication. Suppose I already give the medication to the patient. After 30 minutes, the system is up.
No, we won't ask the patient to wait, or we won't ask you to wait. So whatever I'm saying is, if there is any planned maintenance activity, we will be communicating it. So something, if it is we are experiencing any unplanned maintenance activity, then we can communicate to you based on the current situation. So who has to wait and who should not wait is something this cannot be informed, and this is not something we can communicate as of now.
No,
Correct?
yeah, I got that one. But in that situation, for example, the system, we cannot dispense through the system, but we have given the medication to the patient already. So after
Okay.
half an hour, the system is up. How can we
Okay.
report that one if we don't have the medication already? I've heard someone inform before that take a photo of this medication and dispense it afterwards. But part of data protection is we can keep any patient information or store any medication information that is related to the patient. So if you want us to report real time, and what will be the contingency plan if your site is down, or if that in that case we've experienced really it's just like
No,
loading in the system.
I don't think the site was down recently.
It's not down, but we received the item. Then when we are trying to
Yeah,
dispense,
correct. See,
it's not allowing us to dispense to go through. We
got it.
check all the GLNs, everything. But so I thought like there might be a browser problem. So we cleared the cache. We open a different browser. We tried it to a different PC. Same. It's just rounding and it's taking 2 to 3 minutes before it will show a
I
response to us.
completely understand your situation. See, unplanned maintenance or unplanned interruptions might happen to the system for any kind of a
Okay.
reason,
Yeah. So in that case,
because
we can
that
tell
means
that,
is so
for
that is what
example, we
I'm
were
trying
not
to
able.
say. You can dispense it, and then you can later on, since there are a lot of questions from the users saying physical goods are dispensed. However, on Tatmeen, the status is something, it is in the received status or unpacked. We are still informing them to go ahead and then dispense on the system, right? So
Yeah.
since the question which you are saying when Tatmeen is totally down, so that is something, and unfortunate situations, which I don't think this has happened as of now. So there will
Okay,
be some
no,
minor
because
disruptions. Yes,
I
we can
understand
understand
those
about it.
planned ones, but on that particular scenario, we are not able to dispense, despite of waiting 2 to 3 minutes loading for the portal. After that,
Okay.
still it won't allow us to dispense. So we cannot let the patient wait. So we give the medication. Now, who is responsible on that one? Since we give the medication, the system is down, or not down, but the system won't allow us to dispense. I don't know, like for some technical reasons. So are we liable on that one? Or since there is an issue with what is we've encountered in the system and we've tried, we're okay to do that one.
Those situation, my suggestion is you reach out to us based on that particular current situation or the error which you are experiencing. We can tell who should take the responsibility on that particular
Yeah, because
situation,
the
please.
thing with when we send an onboarding, it's not a real time, it's not a live update. And in that case, dispensation is done already. So there is no chance we can report. And taking a photo of the medication or storing the
So
medication
when does this
details is
happen
not
recently for you? Did you
last
experience
week.
it
Yeah,
recently?
around 4 o'clock p.m.
When?
I
On
can't
which
forget
particular?
I can forget the exact date, but it happened this month only, probably
Yeah,
third
yeah.
week, second week or
So that
third
is
week
what,
of May.
if you still have such that information, my response would be, please share that information to us, saying you had this issue on
Yeah,
this
I
particular
think next
date and
time it's
time.
better to document this one so that at least you can
Yeah, yeah. So
investigate it
because
from your side as well.
we can discuss a lot, but if you share that information to us, and then we can inform what needs to be done next.
Okay, yeah. Last
Yeah.
question, sorry. Regarding the import clearance issues, I know before previously it's a common error we received during dispensation. So
Yeah.
those items we were advised to proceed on dispensation. Now we don't have to like recheck all those items, right? So if at that time of dispensation they got an import issue, we can
Yes.
dispense directly. We don't have to backtrack whatever we've dispensed and then check if those have previously having import issue, try dispensation now in the system.
Yeah, now the import clearance issues are sorted out. There are no import clearance issues based on our knowledge.
Yeah.
If you are still experiencing, then I don't think I think there is no import clearance issues as of now, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like especially this month, most of our items already which are being reported to Tatmeen can be dispensed directly to Tatmeen. And
Yes, you
since
can
this
do
is a new for everyone, for some reasons
Yeah,
I've
got it.
received one item and
Yeah.
dispense it by bulk.
Yeah, got it.
So that
You
is
can do
fine
it.
as well.
You
I
can
know
do
like
it.
we are obliged, we need to dispense and unpack this one, but not everyone is very familiar with it. So once they scan, they will just dispense directly, and it
Yes.
happens, this bulk dispensation.
Yeah,
But we know like but this one is okay also,
Yeah. All right.
like
Yeah,
bulk dispensation, yeah.
you can do it. Yeah. Is there
Okay.
anything else?
And yeah, anyway, thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time.
Thank you. Bye.
Really appreciate your help. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Gaida Mirza. Gaida Mirza, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, please. I'm able to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Please, I'm Ghaida from Al Inma Drug Store. I want to ask a specific question about the GLN we are shipping to. Sometimes we're contacting the pharmacies or the customer. They're giving us a central store. Sometimes they're giving us the scattered pharmacies GLNs. So are we obligated to send it to the GLN, the location, or if they are requesting to send it to a central store, we can just deliver the medicine to the pharmacy and use the GLN of the store according to their convenience? So if there is a specific obligation which GLN we should use?
You have issues with the GLN?
No, I'm a medical store.
Okay.
So when I contact the customers, for example, Rafed, they have a central GLN, but on the same time, there is a list of GLNs as per the locations.
Okay.
So it's according to the customer that we are using the GLN. Sometimes they're asking us to use the GLN of the central store and deliver the medicine to the another location. So is there is a certain obligation for us that we should use only the GLN where we should supply, or it's according to the customer requirements?
It's up to the shipper where it has to ship. Okay. So since you are saying central store or some other store, it's purely seems to be your business terminology. So from Tatmeen perspective, the shipper can perform the products to the desired destination location. So as part of this activity, the shipper will have to provide the destination GLN. So that destination GLN is something which where the goods are supposed to receive.
Where physically where it's supposed to be
Yes,
received.
where they are supposed to receive. So the shipper will have to provide that information in the destination GLN, and then he or she will have to perform the shipping activity. So this is the process from Tatmeen we can suggest.
Okay. A quick question. For the feature of seeing the shipments on the portal before or prior receiving the shipment, is this applicable now or not yet? Only when I receive the shipment at the store, I'll be able to see it on the portal.
You wanted to know the shipping. What is your question again, please?
I'm in a medical store. So if, for example, I want to confirm that our supplier, he did a successful commissioning. We do that only now by email communication. So do I have a feature on the portal now, or if we can include that in the future to see the shipment using the shipment permit number or something before I receive the shipment, or only now till now I can only see it when I receive it in the store?
No, as of now, the products which are successfully shipped on Tatmeen, we are sending an in-transit notification to the SPOC user. So that in-transit notification captures the information about the SSCC or serial numbers information along with the source GLN and then destination GLN along with the current status. So this would be the information for you to know which items are shipped successfully, which items are yet to receive, and which are received successfully.
So if I may ask, I received this notification when they ship it, not when it's approved by MOH inspectors. Like I do receive the notification, but it will be received when they ship it successfully.
Yes, when they ship it successfully, correct.
Okay, last question. When I'm shipping, sometimes I have the feature on Tatmeen to do the unpacking while I'm shipping, which is very comfortable for us to do that. But sometimes this feature just disappears. Like I want to do the item and I cannot unpack it while shipping it.
Disappear means what is that? Can you elaborate more?
Yes. For example, when I do a shipping to a certain pharmacy, I do choose the serial numbers or the GTIN. Then if the item is not unpacked, because in the store we receive huge quantities. So sometimes I did not unpack this box. I do have the choice to unpack it. Sometimes this feature is applicable. I can see it on Tatmeen and use it, which is very useful for us. But for example, today I cannot see this feature. I have to go and unpack the item or unpack all. So will this feature be available on Tatmeen portal for all the time, or?
See, as of now, the features are available: receive, unpack, and unpack all. So whatever you are saying is something still not clear to me. Can you drop an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae with the difficulty which you experience? We will check and come back.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Bye bye.
East Hill Pharmacy. Can you unmute yourself, please? East Hill Pharmacy, can you unmute yourself, please? Elliot. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. So I'm a drugstore. I have a drugstore license. So I have a GLN, so I can receive goods. But the problem is now my customers don't have a GLN. So how do I enter that?
Your customers don't have GLN.
Yeah. So for example, if I'm buying, let's say, Panadol from the distributor or the agent, okay, I will now I sell to schools, for example. So now the schools, they don't have a GLN. So how am I supposed to transfer it to them?
Your question seems to be not clear, and I don't think this is something related to the technical thing where we can help you out.
Okay, but so always you have to transfer to a GLN, right?
Sorry?
You have to transfer to a GLN.
Why not? Can you drop an email, please, so that we can come back on your clarification?
Okay,
Your question is still not clear.
Okay, fine. Okay, no problem. I'll send an email.
Okay, all right. And to the rest of the participants in the call, we are concluding this call as of now, since we have taken the maximum questions from the participants. The rest of the users who have issues, who have questions or clarification, please reach out to us on tatmeen.ae and we will be able to help you out. Thank you so much. We will see you again in the next week.